Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing quick 5-minute readings and the subject is what do you want to know at this time? So just general readings. We've got 3 piles today: befriend the word, polarize, the good kind, and your soul shines. The timestamps are below and I'll see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we're doing a 5-minute reading for you today. So let's see what we can bring forward in 5 minutes. Let's turn over your cards. You've got 4 of Wands and the Tower. Sharing of yourself. Befriend the word, polarize. Your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? Gentle penetration. Away with the Fae. And the bride offers herself. So befriend the word, polarize, speaks to how you're not for everybody. Like, not everybody's going to love you. Maybe that's something that you've had trouble with in terms of actually putting yourself out there and sharing yourself. It's like you might have had experiences in your life where you've been rejected or unwanted, or you've been too much for people, or too much of this, too much of that, whatever. And I feel like this has made you apprehensive about sharing your energy and, going out there and living your purpose. So this feels very much like a reading about how maybe your pattern is to kind of like disassociate and distract yourself rather than facing this or living your purpose, living your dream, because of this kind of inner wounding around being too much or not being right for everybody, being rejected for being your true authentic self. Yeah, so that's essentially like the core energy we're talking about here is experiences of being rejected for being your true authentic self. And everything kind of links back to childhood and parents. And, so you may have had a parent who didn't support your authentic expression, or maybe both of them. So when you were little, this might have looked like, not feeling like your parents knew you or what you liked, or catered to helping you find yourself. Like, they may have inserted their wants and desires and likes onto you. So rather than, supporting you and finding hobbies that you liked, for example, it's like, well, dad's into tennis, so the kid's going to play tennis, that kind of energy. So this feels like you're working through some wounding around not being honored for yourself. And because of how you were raised and because of this wound, you likely lived experiences in your life where your true authentic energy was rejected by people. So maybe you tried to put yourself out there and you were shut down. So essentially, this reading is really telling you to just go for it, just get out there. Part of facing your wounds and dealing with them is taking action, getting in there, and then resolving things as you go. And you essentially retrain your system to know that it's safe regardless of what you're experiencing. So this reading suggests that you just throw yourself in there, and that you're going to, like the gentle penetration, little by little, keep going, keep pushing. You are going to reprogram and retrain your energy as you go. And it feels like you're about to have a very massive breakthrough here, with the Tower following the Four of Wands. So you're going from some sort of stability that was not so juicy, not so exciting, and you're moving into the Tower moment that will preclude you moving into an entirely new phase of sharing your energy, of shining and sharing your light. So just get in there, pile 1, just put yourself to do the thing, and you will work through the challenges as you go. And as you do this, you are retraining your nervous system into regulation. You're training yourself into knowing that it's safe to share your authentic self-expression. And as you do this, you will become a person who manifests positive responses to your expression rather than negative. This is your work. So thank you for listening, Pile 1, and blessings on your journey. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So we are doing 5-minute readings today. It's a quick one. And it is what do you want to know at this time reading. So let's flip your cards. You've got the good kind. 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Determination. Cupid. Acceptance. And second sight. Okay, so this feels like a reading where you're not getting what you want right away. You might even be getting a no or a string of no's. And this reading is asking you to be determined and to see beyond the experience of rejection, of the no. Essentially, like whenever we're experiencing something in our reality that we don't like, some sort of wounding is repeating from our childhood, our nervous system is recreating whatever kind of traumas we have. So your first step is to kind of remove your external validation, remove your sense that your reality is telling you something about you. This is just a reflection of a wound. And the more you can step back and become aware of what's going on, that this is your nervous system recreating a trauma so that you can choose differently and re-regulate yourself. That's all that's happening. So it feels like you're just facing this kind of repetitive pattern. Maybe it's with a relationship or string of relationships where you just kind of like keep manifesting people and they keep breaking up, or they're not what you want or whatever. It's just over and over kind of the same trauma, the same wound is happening. You might be getting a no, like I said, the result that you want isn't coming. With the 7 of Pentacles, it's like you're waiting for some sort of outcome. And so Spirit is guiding you to accept this situation as this isn't meant to hurt you. It is your system is recreating a trauma so that you can respond differently to it and re-regulate yourself so that you can then manifest different things, so that you can produce a different outcome. So your work is to not become rejected and dejected and to give up. It's like, well, the no is helping me rebuild my nervous system. That's what the no is. Second sight asks you to just like see beyond the reality situation, see beyond what's happening into the higher perspective, that this is all working out for you. This is meant for you. This is a process that you're going through that is meant to help you. And to be determined to keep, like, don't give up on your dream. Even if you're getting a no from the universe, that is not your sign to stop. If you have a desire, you are meant to have that desire. The no from the universe is your nervous system that is reproducing trauma. You know, you wanted something as a child and your parents said no. Like, now you're getting that from the universe. So it's just about retraining your energy to expect something different, because you're reproducing the trauma from young, but you don't have to live it. You don't have to live this way. You can keep going. You can keep facing that no and become resilient against that no. Don't take it personally. Don't take it as your external validation of yourself. Don't assume anything about you or your desire because of that experience. So the good kind reads, Sweet Spirit, why are you working so hard? Really, what do you hope to gain in your current situation? Money, security, notoriety, love, acceptance, worthiness, growth? What are you working to find? Goodness asks you to seek simple joys, to unplug, and to do something because it's the right thing to do, not because of what you will gain. So whatever experience you're having, it's like, it's not just about saying no to the no. that is part of it, but it's also training you into finding your true desires, finding what truly matters. Perhaps what you're experiencing is a bunch of no's from the universe because there are more important things than, tangible outcomes, and that's what your intention is at this moment, is to become less regulated by the outside, less, dependent on the dopamine fixes and whatever we're getting from reality, and connecting to just, a desire to be happy, a desire to feel bliss, rather than to have an outcome. And that's not to say that you won't have your outcome. It's just that the bliss is the outcome. Like the joy within is the outcome. Once you have that, all the external stuff comes to reflect that anyways. So this feels a little bit like just, okay, bend to what Spirit is presenting here. It's interesting how this message has shifted. I feel like your message is a mix of the two, where yes, part of your work is to keep going in the face of no, to be determined and to not take a no as meaning anything about you, to not take a no as a rejection, and to retrain your nervous system. But ultimately, it's like the place that you're going to end up in as you retrain yourself, as you move to a higher and higher perspective, is to this place where you understand that this experience is helping you to find joy within. Like rejection and no and scarcity on the outside are all helping us to reconnect to the true source within. That's the purpose of these experiences. And then once you do that, that's where your outcomes are. So it's just a gentle reminder not to place the outcomes in the external first, but to place how you feel and your connection to Spirit first, and then let the rest unfold. And remembering that it's not your job to come up with the outcomes. Like what you want in your mind might be great, but what Spirit has planned for you is, something that takes into account all your desires and all of your intentions and all of your growth requests, and put something together for you that's far beyond like your own mind. And it's not like an insult. It's like we have such vast creative resources available to us that are loving us and benevolently, wanting to answer us in whatever we're asking for. And to use that amazing system that's, put in place for us, that is the energy that creates this planet and all the creatures on it. It's like that genius creator energy wants to play with us. So this is about not forcing and not trying to make things happen for yourself, and to taking that rejection and that no as, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just the universe asking you to just be joyful and allow the universe to fill in the outcomes for you, rather than you trying to make it happen. So that's your reading, pile 2. Thank you for listening, and blessings on your journey. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is a quick 5-minute reading, and we are asking, what are you wanting to know at this time? So let's pull over your cards. You've got your soul shines, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Being in the flow, Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. You create your own reality. What you want wants you to. Grace and beauty. And just ask. So this reading is speaking right away to your relationship with Source, to the universe, to Spirit. Just ask, and what you want wants you to. It's like the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Usually the Knight of Cups is like the one on a quest, but this kind of feels a little bit quest-like here, where Knight of Pentacles is seeking something, but it's tangible. And I think it's like these cards came up in this order rather than the cups, because it is something physical. Like you're seeking some sort of physical manifestation or a creation. You're seeking something. So you create your reality. What you want wants you too. It's like whatever you're seeking also wants you. And what that means is like, there's a place for you in this universe that is uniquely you. It's like everybody has unique fingerprints. Every single fingerprint is unique. There are, the energy of the snowflake. There's energy in this universe that is individual, and that when you align with your individual self, you can also align with the place that you belong. And when you do this, like, if you're individuating at a high level, you can manifest a reality that literally feels like you are the only possible one that could fill that space, and you belong there. And all the people around you, all the animals around you, the place that you live, everything welcomes you, everything wants you. You are the one. It's like you're the key to that door. You belong in this dance with all these other cooperative components, these fellow creators and beings. So this really feels like, there's all this stuff available to you. This is what's available to you, and you can have what you want. Just ask is like, I feel like this is about recognizing that you're special and that you belong where you want to be. That what you want wants you too. It's like recognizing yourself as, it's not really about worthiness or value. It's just like knowing who you are. This is who I am. This is what my energy is. And I know where I belong. I know what the place I belong in looks like and feels like. Whether you have a manifestation that reflects this yet or you're waiting for one, it's like you know what to look for. So because this reading feels like it wants to be dived into a little bit more, we don't have a ton of time, but I will pull like 3 more cards. So you've got Find Your Sacred Flow, the Tao, and Oneness is the Way. How can you show more compassion and acceptance towards those you don't understand? Okay, so Find Your Sacred Flow and the Tao are very similar. It speaks to like there is a divine unfolding in the universe, and it feels like you're being invited into this, like to become one with this unfolding of the universe, that you belong in this. Like your soul shines as an acknowledgement of how wonderful you are, and that you are magical. The way that you see the magic outside of you, it's like you are a piece of magic too, and you belong in this magic. It feels like, maybe you've been out of the flow a little bit, or you've not been seeing yourself as this incredible being that you are. But like, regardless of what's going on around you or what you've been through, like you are this beautiful shining soul, and you belong in this beautiful place that you fit into. And this reading is inviting you back into oneness. It's inviting you into your crown chakra and into relationship with the universe again. Perhaps you fell out for a while and have been, beating up on yourself and seeing the worst in you, but this reading is really reaffirming your beauty, and that there is an equally beautiful place for you in the universe that you belong in, that your tangible kind of, the reality that you feel for yourself is right for you, and it wants you as well. So that's your reading, pile 3. Thank you for listening, and blessings on your journey.